Hi, my name is Tamim Khalfa. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Toters. Toters is a technology platform offering quick commerce. We started in 2017 in Lebanon, offering food and coffee delivery, but then we expanded our services into other verticals, such as groceries, retail, electronics, and other services. We also introduced courier services. In 2019, we introduced Toters Fresh, our own brand of dark grocery stores, offering a variety of products and SKUs and delivering within 20 minutes. With inflation and fluctuating exchange rates, your financials get exposed to a lot of risk. We see two main types of risks, or we categorize them under a P&L or income statement risk and balance sheet risk. So when it comes to income statement, the main issue with inflation is that inflation leads to increased prices. Increased prices lead to potentially reduced demand. If your addressable market is going to shrink, you better find alternative revenue streams. So there's another type of risk, mainly related to fluctuating exchange rates, which affects your margins. The real value of your margins starts shrinking. So you need to make sure that you're always increasing prices to maintain your gross margins in real US dollars. So in inflation and fluctuating exchange rates, prices need to increase. For example, you need to increase your delivery charges to customers. Your partners or the restaurants need to increase their menu prices. That has the risk of reducing your total addressable market. So if you will be affected by that, you need to look for additional revenue streams. If you're not going to be affected by that, you need to make sure your pricing is maintaining your gross margins in real US dollars. You're not diluting your margins. So that's the first thing you need to do. The other thing you need to do is work on your operational costs. So you don't want to have a situation where your operational or fixed costs are misaligned with the currency of your revenue. So if you're earning your revenues in local currency and you have a lot of your fixed costs in US dollars or in euros, for example, and your local currency is fluctuating in exchange rate, then that creates a huge risk for you. What we've done at Toters is we've reduced all foreign currency expenses. So for example, we stopped or minimized Facebook ads, digital ads, and we replaced them with billboards and influencers, local influencers that we paid in local currency. What that has done is created an opportunity for us to have more top of mind with customers. So we were more visible to customers while at the same time minimizing P&L or income statement risk. So that's the income statement financial risk that we saw and managed. The other type of risk is more related to inventory and balance sheet. So in a situation where you have a lot of exchange rate fluctuation or inflation, your replacement cost of inventory, especially if you run a business like a grocery business or where you have to buy electronics and warehouse them and then sell them later, if while you're holding inventory, prices of this inventory changed and you're selling this inventory in local currency, you run into a risk of having depleted capital. What you need to ensure is that you're always pricing your inventory to the consumer in local currency at a price that allows you to replace that inventory and not deplete your capital. We've done this very well at Toters. We've even developed tools that allowed us to quickly change prices of thousands of SKUs that we warehoused, and that is how we manage that risk. Another risk affecting the balance sheet is the payables and your payment cycle. So in an environment of inflation or volatile exchange rate, your suppliers will ask for shorter payment cycles. That will put pressure on your working capital and cash at hand. So our advice to entrepreneurs is to be mindful of this fact and plan for that. First of all, work on your receivables. Make sure you get your money as quickly as possible to avoid situations of low working capital. but also to accommodate and plan for your suppliers and your partners asking for reduced payment cycles and smaller payment terms. A third area of risk in the balance sheet in an inflationary and or volatile exchange rate environment is that your cash in local currency becomes is at risk of devaluation. So what you need to do is always put that cash in a vehicle that maintains its value, and that could be in the form of exchanging your local currency to a currency that's more stable, like US dollars, for example, or euros, depending on the times. That's one approach. Another approach could be to purchase more inventory. Inventory holds its value. A laptop is a laptop. It does change in value, but you need to invest in things that preserve the value of that cash or that asset. And that's what we've done at Toters.